Hi Capricorn, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your careers, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Capricornians, it's quite a spectacular year for you, even though we're starting on quite a note with Mercury that is retrograde. And then we have eclipses that are there in the month of February and August, followed by Venus that is going retrograde. So there are a couple of Mercury retrogrades that are there, followed by the gorgeous giver Jupiter that is moving signs in October, and we are wrapping up the year with Saturn, the teacher planet, the taskmaster, that is going to be moving for 3 years. Let me break down the year for you. We begin the year with Mercury that goes retrograde, and it went retrograde on 20th of December, and it carries on being so till about 9th of January. So it's a time of reflection, Capricornians. We start the year on a very quiet note. It's a time of reassessing your life, your finances, your relationships, your children, how far it is that you have come, the lessons that you have learned, hopefully gently, and how it is that you could have done things differently. We have the first eclipse that is there on February 6th, and this is happening in a part of your chart that is all about joint finances. It's about sexuality, intimacy, and it is also about transformation. With the lunar eclipse coming over here, it's very emotional time, because lunar eclipses are about they're about fruition, they're about things coming to an end. And with this, there seems to have been a power struggle between you and your partner as far as finances are concerned. Either one of you is feeling quite burdened by having a bigger share to carry, fairly or unfairly. And during this time, there's going to be a realization that it sort of comes to an end, that either you can't push the person anymore or you can't get pushed anymore. Because this house also rules transformation, maybe it's something that you can change, Capricornians. Maybe you need to be softening your stand around this time. Maybe there is a lot of not just stubbornness, but I think maybe refusal to see the entire situation for what it is. And this has turned into one competitive space. As far as intimacy is concerned, in your love relationships, how is it, how willing are you to be vulnerable as far as intimacy is concerned? I mean, does intimacy fear you, or you just sort of keep it at an arm's length and you don't want to go beyond it? On the 26th of February, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of higher mind, and it is a house of communication, travel, and siblings as well. And with a lunar eclipse, it speaks about newer beginnings. So it's a wonderful time to be having negotiations. It's a wonderful time to be networking with people, going out, meeting up with people, socializing, both for work and for pleasure. A lot of communication through emails, through SMSs. You could just be feeling very chatty, or there could be just a lot of communication or mail, or even ideas that could get exchanged during this time for you. From March 6th to April 15th, we have Venus that is retrograde, first in your house of home, and then it is going to go to your house of communication and travel. So with Venus retrograde, and as far as home is concerned, it can be that something regarding the home issue gets revisited from the past. Maybe there is either it's an inheritance issue, either there is something it could have to do, because this house rules Cancer, which is also the house of your mother. It may be that for some of you, you're having a slightly challenging time as far as your mother is concerned, and not the best of time to be doing major changes at home, or doing some big plumbing home. So if there are small repairs and stuff that needs to get done, that's all right, but don't do like a huge makeover thing. It's also not a great time to be getting into a new relationship during this time, especially from someone who comes back from the past. During a Venus retrograde, it's just that things are not clear. We may feel that we have an understanding from the past, but try not to sort of base your decision basis your perception or your experience of the past during this time. Venus later, of course, the retrograde moves to your house of communication. So it's a time wherein that you could just regret something that you may have said in the past, whether it is at home with your parents, or it could be that some gossip at home sort of just goes around and comes back to you to haunt you. From April 9th to May 10th, we have Mercury that is going retrograde in your house of work and health and fitness. And during this time, it's a good time to be looking at your work area. Maybe something needs to get changed, something needs to get revised. Not a good time to be, however, be signing new contracts, doing new deals, or getting into any kind of a new business partnership as well, or even to be starting a drastic new health or a diet regime, because normally you end up going back to exactly what you were doing earlier. 7th of August, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of money and self-worth and new beginnings, Capricornians. Wonderful time to be able to generate more money, to be able to create more wealth for yourself. Some of you will find that you're able to freelance, or you're able to find more work. Even though it's a time where you could be sort of taking stock of your money, it's as if that you have just finished sort of paying off for a house or for a car, maybe a lump sum has got paid off, and you're looking at your money and seeing as to how it is that you can reallocate your resources. So it is really a stock taking time as far as money that has got spent or is being spent is being done right now. We have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of joint finances and sexuality, and this is happening on the 21st of August, and it's a great time to be revisiting partnerships where finances are concerned. It's a great time to be renegotiating, maybe if there are certain terms that you feel that they need to be worked out with a business partner or even in a personal relationship. It's a time of compromise, Capricornian. So try not to sort of be too stubborn about it or convinced about it that this is the only way that you need to be dealing with it, otherwise there is no other way out around it. On the 11th of October, we have the gorgeous giver benefactor Jupiter that is going to be moving signs, and it moves to your house of groups of friends, people, and even people who share similar goals as you. Jupiter is going to be here for you for a year, and during this time you will get supported, benefacted, and be connected with people who have similar goals, not just your work goals but even life goals, passions as you do. So quite a wonderful time. You could be traveling a lot, you could be socializing a lot. Your friend circle could expand. Maybe there could just be this new set of people that you come across, and who with whom you connect. And as jaded as a lot of us may feel at different stages of life, that we can no longer make new friends, you could be quite surprised in 2017. From 3rd of December till 22nd, we have Mars that is retrograde in your house of behind the scenes activity. So this is a time that you could be mulling. Maybe you could be making plans for a project that you're very close to, and it's a great time for because this is also a time of dealing with psychological issues, subconscious things that could have been bothering you. It's a good time to be seeking therapy. It's a good time to be, even if you need to be speaking with a friend, it's a good time to be channelizing all that anger and not sort of bottling it up inside you. We're wrapping up the year with the mighty taskmaster, the teacher planet Saturn, that is moving to your own house now. And Saturn, you have had Capricornians in your behind the scenes, the house of compassion, the house of service, and as all of us may have heard horror stories about Saturn being this troublemaker and doesn't let things move and causes a lot of grief. The truth about Saturn is that if you're willing to work with it, and Saturn only comes and highlights a part of our a chart, a house, which we could have been neglecting so far. So, and it just wants you to improve. It just wants you to make changes so that you can have happiness lifelong. So Saturn coming now into your own house of self. It's moved from your house of behind the scenes. It's made you introspect. It's made you compassionate. It's made you look at as to how things are around you. And now it has come for some self work. So it's going to be encouraging you to not just introspection, but I think have a lot of transformation. So it's going to be quite a transformative next 3 years for you, Capricornians, where you will find that you have to change in order for your life to move. And I think this is one of the most painful and the easiest thing to do is change. I think all of us run away from it and all of us want it at the same time. With Saturn being over there in your own house, it's also going to be benefiting you a lot, because the changes or the transformations that you make in your life are something which as a gift will be given by Saturn to you for life. It's been pleasure speaking with you, Capricornians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much.